this is Kenny Clark, and this is Lombardi's Bar.
This is one of my favorite podcasts to do.
I'm just, blessed and thankful to be a part of this podcast. It's a great podcast. It's a great interview.
Maybe I know that you guys, obviously being the best Packers podcast that's out there.
I had Malort this weekend, so I'm not tasting anything.
Oh, good.
He did.
God.
He did. That was fantastic.
Because they said, "Did you ever try Malort?" And I said, "No." And then they said, "Do you want to take a shot of Malort?" I said, "No," but I did.
Wait, who said
It's called
Peer
Todd.
pressure.
Yeah. I tried to get in a high honors English class once, and they called my parents and were like, "Hey, just tell him he can't do it."
It shows. It really shows.
I hate you guys so much.
I'm going to throw these two guys into the screen so that if I die, they can carry on the legacy of crap that is this show.
Hello, Packer fans. Welcome into another edition of Lombardi's Bar. Thank you for joining us. Another wonderful Wednesday. Glad to see that everybody has found their way here after making the cuts, right? Everybody made cuts, right? Trying to make a terrible reference to cut down week. Todd and Jimmy hate my jokes. Emma, Jay found their way here. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. If it's your first time here, make sure you take a second to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff as we get started into the regular season. Let's go ahead and bring these two guys in here. Two men who, I guess, as close to Lambeau Field as Mecole Hardman and Israel Abakanda, and who else fucking got cut this week? Who was the other? Who was the other? Mecole Hardman.
Cornelius Johnson got cut.
Cornelius. No, who's the other?
Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons. That's who I was thinking of. I'm like, who was the other incredibly disappointing free agent signing that got cut this week at training camp?
I'm starting to think Isaiah Simmons might not be good at football. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm starting to think it might not be his strong suit.
Yeah. Just go back and delete the positive tweet where I just can't quit him.
I can't. I still think he could catch on somewhere, and in the right system, he's got a shot. He's got a shot to be really good.
I'm a little surprised he might have just not wanted to go on our practice squad. Unless I'm completely wrong, we didn't sign him to it, but I thought maybe we keep him around just as
I have a feeling he was not invited back.
Yeah. It was not good. It was
really bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Everyone got their hopes up.
He didn't look bad by his standards on Saturday, and he still was not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, I think he could break out somewhere.
That's how you know his bad game is it wasn't horrible.
Could break out in Saskatchewan, maybe.
He's in the UFL next year.
Panther up, baby. Paws up. Boys, how was your trip to Green Bay?
None of your business.
It was good. It was good, Dan. It was fun. Yeah. My body took a day or two to recover from bush lights, but we're good. This one was actually tame compared to 2 years ago. I think two nights I was in bed before 11 o'clock, which is, again, could be due to bush lights, but also got a little bit more sleep than the other time, so I can't complain at all. And we had fights, so many fights.
Yeah, the fights at practice. At practice.
Yeah, at practice. I was, was Jimmy organizing Fight Club, Packers social media Fight Club?
That is on my bucket list now, for sure. Just try to get bets on everybody. I'll stream it. Don't worry, guys.
I want to see the Jimmy Christensen, Wes Hodkiewicz cage match.
I'll let Wes beat me. I can't hurt Wes. He's too sweet of a man. I want to see Peter Bukowski versus anyone, honestly. That's the cage match I want to see.
How much would you pay? I don't want to hear people in the chat. This is a serious question. If Peter Bukowski came out and said, I'm like did the like stereotypical like I will fight whoever, like who is he fighting? Like Aaron Nagler?
Sure.
Let's say it's Peter Bukowski, Aaron Nagler cage match for charity.
Yeah.
How much are you paying just to see, like, because like this is no shade on Peter Bukowski. I have no ill will toward him, but he is in certain aspects the Aaron Paul of Packers social media. How much you pay to see? No, there we go. Jay's got it. Peter Bukowski versus anyone from ESPN Milwaukee. How much do you pay to see that pay-per-view fight?
I'm going on Stream East, honestly.
Yeah,
I'm watching that. I'm watching that illegally. I would pay $10. I'm not going over that because I'm cheap. But
for charity,
I don't care about them. No, I'm just kidding. It depends on the charity. Is it for January 6th inmates?
No, they've all been released. I will say I would go like upwards of like 150, 200 to see Peter Bukowski fight anyone from ESPN Milwaukee. I think that would be fantastic. I would watch it.
Yeah,
he's got the Aaron Paul factor.
I'm not spending. I don't even spend that much money on the
Paul,
UFC.
whichever one it is.
Yeah, no, that's all you, big dog.
Yeah, can you make that donation in my name? I'll take the tax credit.
Yeah.
Kelsey says you're not paying to watch that.
That'll come from one of my offshore bank accounts that Kelsey's not aware of. Should we jump into buy around? I think let's get Todd's buy around here because I feel like this is piggybacking off of your guys' trip from Green Bay. So Todd, why don't you go ahead and hit us with the buy around?
Yeah, sadly, one of the highlights of the trip was
the highlight?
It was the group chat while we were sitting at the hospital was pretty phenomenal. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Monty Moore, fellow Packer fan and podcaster, had a little incident on the Titletown field on Friday afternoon and had to be taken to the ER to get his knee checked out. Obviously buying around for him for that one.
Please put that picture back up. Please put that picture back up because the real highlight for me is the EMT in the background who's just like holding in the laugh.
Well, he's trying not to laugh because Monty asked him if they can swing by Quick Trip on their way to the ER. So he did get back to Phoenix, found out he tore his patella tendon. He's got surgery Friday morning.
Yeah.
Had a long road of recovery, but for anybody who follows Monty knows guy's a freak in the gym, a workout guy. So he'll be fine.
Yeah, did him well there, huh?
Give him a few months and he'll be back. So
dude, that really was sorry to Monty. That really was like the funniest 2 hours I've had in a long time.
Just 5 of us sitting in the waiting room at the hospital, trying to not be obnoxious, but also the group chat.
Yeah, a lot of DeMar.
If it ever gets leaked, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are. Dude, Monty has said he was crying while the doctor was trying to check him out because he was in the group chat. So we were just sending him all these photoshops or memes. Yeah, that was insane.
It took about 20 minutes before we started asking him like if they were almost done or if we should Postmates a fish fry to the hospital. Yeah, it was
a good time.
We did play the penis game. I cleared the lobby.
Yeah, it took. Yeah, that no one lasted long.
Emma's right. You're a Green Bay EMT. That cannot be the first time someone is asked to stop at Quick Trip on the way to the hospital. There's no chance it's the first time. No, shout out to Monty, but he told, when he said that his recovery time should put him right on track to be like fully recovered in time for the Super Bowl. I said that's that Aaron Rodgers timeline for him. So it's perfect. So he'll get the, what was it? The dolphin sex sounds or whatever, the dolphin sex sound treatment there. So
he purposely did it just to get that.
I literally I remember watching, because like I'm living vicariously through all of your guys' social media like all weekend, and I'm like I'm watching. I just remember seeing like Tyler throwing that pass to Monty on the football field in the end zone, and then it was like for a whole day Monty was like mysteriously gone from all the stories and stuff, and I'm like, and it didn't even click for me until like a couple days later. It was like all of a sudden I saw Monty and he had crutches. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I give him credit. He crutched like 2 miles the game and back.
That's not nothing, man. Shout out. That's big. Jimmy, who would you like to buy a round for?
Todd, you can never give me crap again for cracking anything.
That just for you.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Mine went towards, I put one person in particular, but like Todd said, it might have been before the show, I don't remember. But we were sitting in the family section for the preseason game, and I had Cornelius Johnson's mom next to me. And you can tell she was just stressing throughout the game because her son wasn't getting in. And I am a softie now, but it's for the moms of all the cut players. A lot of dreams ended today. And just sitting next to a mom is like
big shout out to the moms.
Big shout out to the moms for top. It was just a different, because she kept asking her husband, like, is he going to get in soon? Is this a bad sign? Is this a bad sign? And I felt really bad. So sorry for all the families that your sons or boyfriends or husbands lost their dream today. It sucks. Unless you're Isaiah Simmons, then you deserve to get cut. But just for those guys. And when BB or Bobo, whatever that Seahawks guy went down with that injury, just the look on there, especially I think it was Ben Sims' mom. She was like immediately like praying, freaking out. Like, it's just different for families there, which I should know, but I didn't. So sitting next to that was a weird experience.
That's got to be the weirdest experience, sitting there watching with, Todd's too busy chatting up all the moms.
Got Cornelius Johnson's mom's number.
Did you really, Todd?
No, but it was preseason for the Wags too. Everybody was a little off their game.
Yeah.
No, that is a cool experience. I mean, like, did you get to talk like with her at all, or did you just
a little bit? Yeah, no, I turned my back and I was like, "Don't look at me." No, I talked to her a little bit. Nothing crazy.
So you know how they have the fan cam that you can go on a couple days later and look, like the panoramic shots of all the fans in this. Jimmy's sitting like this.
I really, when they showed, I was like this.
Clearly uncomfortable that he has a stranger sitting next to him.
Yeah. that I was about to say it, you can't say it. Something kicked in real quick. But yeah, no, it was in that picture. It's either I'm shaking my head at something Todd said, or I'm laughing at something Todd said. You can't tell because he had a straight face, and that's either way. That's what he would look like. So I was trying to remember. I was like, what the hell was I doing at this moment? But I look like, honestly, like I was crying like this. Or like Todd said, I was very uncomfortable. A stranger was next to me. You don't know which one.
No, that's cool. I will buy a round here, sort of in the same vein. I'm gonna buy a round for Nazir Stackhouse. He was kind of that one of the really big ones on the bubble of is he going to make this team? I think everyone around the team agreed he had done enough and had shown enough that he was a quality player and could contribute to this team. I think it was more just his role was so limited to being a run specific kind of player. Were they going to spend a roster spot on a guy in such a limited role? And to see them do that and to go heavy on defensive line, go lighter on linebacker. I know they picked up another linebacker today, but to go 6 defensive linemen and keep both of those guys. Where the fuck happened to Todd? He's completely gone. But to keep both of those guys and Nazir Stackhouse specifically, is awesome, because I think if anything, I think people were wondering like, oh, is Nazir Stackhouse going to be one of those guys that they initially cut and then he gets brought back after they make all their IR designations? To see Nazir Stackhouse make the initial 53-man roster, that's an awesome story. So good for him.
No, and it keeps the streak alive. We have
exactly.
We have all this this undrafted streak, so it's good to see him getting
like
there.
22 years.
Yeah, and we need a big boy. So having in there, even if it's just for a run game, TJ Slayton. He wasn't a great pass rusher or overall great player, but he had a purpose. So get Big Sleepy in there and we'll be good.
Well, I guess
he might be back. He might not be. Honestly,
who knows
it's all up in the air right now.
I'll get my pay the tab in here because it kind of piggybacks off of the 53-man roster stuff. My pay the tab is Brian Gutekunst, because you made me look like a fool, Brian, with my 53-man roster predictions. Producer Matt, who lovingly tracks and scores all of the roster predictions across Packer social media. He does an amazing job, Matt. I don't know why Matt is already in the comments calling me out, but I finished I don't know where I finished, Matt. I'm pretty sure I finished dead fucking last. But I made some decisions that were purely based on heart, purely based on decisions that I think this team needed, which was this team needed an infusion of some Disney energy, some young, up and coming underdog energy. Guys like Israel Abakanda. And to see him get cast off to the wayside really hurt. Not just me personally, in my soul, but made me look like an asshole in Matt Pickett's rankings. So
hold on.
Why did we keep 4 tight ends and not Abanaconda? Is Sims
hold on.
going to return kickoffs?
You want young up and coming energy? We've been the youngest team now 3 years in a row.
Here's the energy.
This is the youngest team, 3 teams in a row. Also, why do you need 4 running backs when Josh Jacobs is going to carry the ball 85% of the time?
Well,
Ben Sims is very valuable on special teams.
Yeah.
Who returned almost all of the kickoffs in the preseason? Was it Ben Sims?
Apparently, they have somebody besides Abaconda in mind for that role.
It wasn't Ben Sims. It was Abaconda. And when Josh Jacobs,
he's not the guy they want doing that.
Gets drilled into the ground like a fucking eraser.
Why are you putting that out there?
Don't they have the? Well, I guess Lloyd's on IR.
What I'm saying is that if you are a run-heavy team, which this offense was last year, and they're building around again, you bring in Aaron Banks, you draft Anthony Belton. You're clearly building to be a power running team. Why not have 4 running backs?
I mean, he's on the practice squad. They can call him up if they need him during, like, someone gets hurt in the game. They have 2 others there, and then they call him up for the practice squad during the season.
You can't return kicks on the practice squad, though.
You actually can. You can make him eligible on game day, so you can call him up.
They got others.
3 times. I'm just saying.
My assumption is that the guys that make these decisions, that watch every rep that every guy takes in practice, said, hey, we have somebody else that can return kicks better than this guy and isn't going to need to use a roster spot specifically to return kicks. That's just where my brain goes.
I have a free trial to NFL Plus and was watching all of the snaps again from each game.
I thought you were gonna say all the kick returns. I was like, dude, you need a different hobby. If you just went back, like, I need to see every kick.
Do they have practice reps on there? Is that a thing that they show?
No, but I have social media and I can follow who's doing what in social media.
So you let Andy Herman tell you who's returning kicks and how good that's going to look?
I did do my own research.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Tracks. Do you think it's just going to be Nixon again, though? Like, they're doing all of this and they're just like, Nixon, dude, we need you. So you have to do it.
Probably.
And that, honestly, that's probably better than having Homeboy return them. Like, we at least know Nixon's good at it.
Was he, though?
I mean, better than a guy who's only done it in preseason a little bit.
But, okay, your cornerback depth, not great. Not great.
Yeah, that part sucks. I'm with you. That would suck. But I'm sure
he goes down, and now all of a sudden, Bo Melton season is here, and now the whole idea of Bo Melton's only good when you're not playing at cornerback. Well, now Bo Melton's playing cornerback.
I don't know, Dan. Someone else is going to return it. It's going to be fine. That is just kneel it on the 5. I don't care. Jordan Love will go 95 yards.
That's just it. How many return opportunities were there last year? Like, when you have Nixon standing back there, that might be the plan, is they're just going to put Nixon back there because they know people don't want to kick it to him. So they just go, all right, go back there, and we'll go from there.
They moved it up to the 35 this year, right? For a touchback?
I don't know. I can't keep track of all the
we'll find out week 1. We'll figure it out then. We'll see.
Todd, before your internet shits out again, who do you want to pay the tab?
Oh, I love this.
I'm gonna go with Cornelius Johnson's dad.
All right, I cannot wait to hear what this is.
So, as Jimmy said, we were in the friends and family section, and I started chatting him up during halftime. And he was talking to me about Cornelius's opportunities that he's had throughout training camp in the preseason. And then he looked at me, a young 39-year-old man, and said, and to himself, well, this guy clearly looks quite old. And he asked me if I have a child playing on the team. I kept my cool and answered it very diplomatically. But it was, I was just, what? Why do wide receivers' dads do this towards me or to me? Yes, Micah, I am a little bitter towards dads, my own specifically. And just like out of nowhere, this guy just drops that one on me and age shames. And I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. And
he could have been thinking like, this guy clearly got a girl pregnant at 17. Like you can tell.
And also maybe he looked at me and was like, clearly this guy has NFL DNA.
Yeah. He used to be a high school punter. He definitely has.
You know what? In defense of Cornelius Johnson's dad, Mr. Johnson, and Jimmy, I think you can back me up on this. I hope you can back me up on this.
It's a risky game we're playing.
I know. As the father of a child, of children, I am desperate to connect with any other parents I see. And so I think he was just trying to reach out and make a connection with you.
There were let me say, we were in the friends and family section, and there were other dads wearing their sons' jerseys nearby, and he was not engaging with them. So I don't think that that's the case, Dan.
Well, but he was engaging with you, and I think he saw the opportunity to reach out, make a friend. A stranger is just a friend you haven't met.
This is my nightmare, dude. I can hardly have a conversation with people I know, let alone a stranger. So I'm not backing you up.
We know, Jimmy.
Well, I know, but why would I back you up on
one of my favorite things to do when I'm with Jimmy is tell him that we have to go talk to like a stranger. We have to go meet up with somebody that Jimmy doesn't know, just to watch him stress about it.
It's
the entire day.
Yeah, it's not great. I might be on the spectrum, honestly.
Jimmy, who would you like to have pay the tab?
Yeah, it's all of Twitter last night because I told myself Micah Parsons is not happening. This is not going to happen. And then sure enough, I get sucked in on homeboy Ricky, his tweet. And then Kay Adams puts her tweet out. John Kuhn hilariously just trolls everyone and just says Micah freaking Parsons, and that's it, and then disappears. Like people, I got my hopes up like an absolute idiot. I'm not going to take the blame. I'm going to blame Twitter for making that happen. But for a good 30 minutes, I legit thought we had a chance of getting Micah Parsons. And then everything comes out today where it's like, yeah, no, there's nothing going on right now. It's all made up. So last night was a very fun night because I was just refreshing my phone over and over again. And seeing everyone freak out, but I let it happen to me. I told myself I wasn't going to let it happen. No chance in hell getting Parsons. I still deep down know we're not going to get Micah Parsons, but I let them trick me. Everyone was in on it. I just was like, there can't be this many people hinting at it and it not have a little bit of factuality that it's a possibility. But sure shit. Apparently a lot of people on Twitter will just say things and none of it is actually factual at all.
We're 100% getting Micah Parsons.
Don't do this to me because I will, after the show, text you. You really think so?
There's way too much smoke there for there not to be something. And I think with Ed Policy coming in, wanting to make his mark right out the gate, like what's better for a new president of the Packers than to have your team just swing for the fences in your first year?
Policy doesn't make these decisions, though.
No, but he can change. He can help change the direction and the trajectory of how things are going to operate and say like, this is where we want to focus and allocate resources to is a player of this caliber.
And like Schneidman said today when he was on the McAfee show, he said like Goody and LaFleur's jobs really are up in the air right now because Policy's not going to extend them now, but they're also not going to let them go into a contract year. So after the season, it really is you're either extended or you're fired. You're not going to play out that last year. So if I'm Goody too, like, and he said after shit, it's happening again, Todd. He even said after the last season, like we got to start actually competing for Super Bowls. There's no better way. And I'm in this, like, I think the Packers that most likely made up situation or offer that the Packers gave, I think that's real. Like, I'm sure the Packers offer that, but it's right now. What's
the made up offer? Because I've seen several different several different things. What is the one that you've seen?
The 2 firsts, this year's first, next year's first, 2027's first, and then 2026 second and fifth. But they're saying you'll probably have to throw a player in. The part I don't believe is they said we also offered like $45 million a year. We can't offer that because that, as people pointed out on Twitter, would be tampering because Michael Parsons has not had permission to seek a trade. So, I mean, we could have done some shady stuff and done that. Like everyone does it, but for people to tweet that out.
If the source just said like they're prepared to make an offer at, because you're not going to trade that for him and then not re-sign him. Like, you're not doing that. And
I just don't think
he's not going to play, and he's not going to play without a deal. So if you're trading for Micah Parsons right now, you have to be prepared to make that kind of deal.
Yeah.
So whether the source just said, here's the offer that's on the table as far as the trade goes, and then you just have to assume if they're going to make that kind of a trade, they're also willing to put that money on the table.
Yeah, 100%.
Look, I'm
crazy deal.
I'm all on board with giving that up to go get him and take the swing and do it. I think it makes sense. I think Emma nailed it though. I saw the clip from the Cowboys documentary on Netflix where I felt like I was watching somebody go through emotional torture when when they were showing the clip of Jerry Jones watching that wild card game from 2 years ago. I don't think Jerry Jones wants to help the Packers. I really don't think he wants to help them. Like the Packers could give him, I honestly think the Packers could give him a Ricky Williams style kind of thing where they give him just every fucking draft pick from next year and say, take him. We'll take him. And I just don't think his bitter old ass wants to help this team.
Yeah, I could see that too, where he's like, I'll take one less pick or a worse pick just so he doesn't go to the Packers.
Yeah.
But also, I was going to say, if you're a good GM, he's not. So never mind on that point I was going to make. He's a bitter old bastard.
If he was a good GM, he would have this deal done.
Yeah.
And Michael Parsons would be wearing the star on his head for the rest of his career.
He would have had the agent involved from the get-go, but he's just – or get-go, not get-go. Whatever the saying is. Anyways,
he would have had the agent if he was a good GM, he wouldn't be going on Dallas radio bad-mouthing your star player multiple times. Right, exactly.
Jerry Jones is such an idiot.
Here's to hoping. Here's to hoping, gang. I mean, Jimmy, I will say, like today, my dad texted me and he's like, what do you think? Is there anything to this? And I'm like, no. Like, I don't think, like, if there was anything was going to happen, it would have already happened. But anytime I saw like my sports app notification like pop up, I like calmly like said to myself, like, this isn't anything. But like deep down inside me, I was like, I'm about to look and see that they traded for Micah Parsons. And then it was like always something like, like, here's our best fantasy like lineups or whatever. I'm like, fuck, like, just give me the goddamn notification already. Goddamn it. Like all day today, just waiting for it to finally hit.
The Packers tweeting out the announcement for the long snapper contract, being like, and here's the contract extension you've all been looking for. Don't toy with it.
They've gotten so much better.
Yeah. They've taken it up a notch.
Yeah.
Kudos to them.
Yeah.
All right. We are still a week away before the Packers open the season at home against the Lions. So we're not talking about the week 1 matchup yet. We're not doing any bar bets for week 1. But what we are going to do is just go straight through all the games of the schedule this year. Rapid fire, win, loss, predictions. Matt is going to keep a record of what we predict as of right now, 8/27. And at the end of the year, I don't know, we'll make whoever picks the worst eat fucking worms or or something. I don't know. All right.
Hope you're hungry, Jimmy.
Let's jump into it. Week 1, Lions at home, the home opener. Jimmy, win or loss?
Win.
Todd,
win.
Yeah, I have to say win because otherwise it'll fucking kill me, I think. Week 2, the commies, technically only 4 days after week number 1. So Thursday night at home. Todd.
I'm on the fence on this one. I'm going to go loss simply because I just looked. That's a gold package game. Energy in that stadium on a Thursday night is going to be in the pits. So yeah, that's going to be a loss.
I'm going to go younger team. We're going to bounce back on a short week. I'm actually going to go win.
I'm going to go with Todd, though. I'm going to say that's a loss. Those fucking Thursday night turnaround games like
Pick
that.
it, change it. I'm a win.
All right. Week number 3, first road game at the Browns. I'll start this one off. I'll say this is a win. I think the Browns are god awful. I think they steamroll them. I'll take a win at the Browns. Todd?
I think that is the Shedeur Sanders debut in the NFL. He comes out and does whatever the hell he wants to. They're still going to lose. That's a bad football team. Packers are going to win that one.
Jimmy?
Everything you said, Dan, nothing Todd said, but it's a win.
All right. Speaking of the Micah Parsons revenge game, week 4 at Dallas. Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm going to win. We start out 4-0.
Todd?
I feel like if Micah Parsons stays in Dallas, this is the first game that he's going to play. He's going to hold out the first couple of games, sign after week 2, take a week to ramp up, play against the Packers, or he's already going to be on the Packers and playing in those first few games and then go down there and absolutely lay waste. Packers win in Dallas.
Yeah, I can't pick against the Packers in Dallas. I'm going to give them a win in week 4. All right, are we picking? No, we're not going to pick the bye week. I think the Packers take it out on the bye week. Always fucking bye week.
An early bye week is tough, especially with 18 games.
Rough. Yeah,
week 5 bye.
Rough, man. All right. Week 6, Bengals at home. Todd?
I've got that one a loss here. Just the Bengals are damn good. And if there's any, the biggest weakness on this team, even with Bo Melton playing out of his mind, is the secondary. They've got the firepower to take advantage of that.
Yeah. Jimmy?
I'm following suit. This is their first loss for me.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Everything in my body is telling me that it's a loss, but I grew up in Bengals country and I fucking hate the Bengals. I can't live in a world losing to the Bengals at home like this. The Packers are on a surprising win streak against Cincinnati. I think they keep it up. Give me a win against the Bengals. All right. Week 7 on the road against the Cardinals. I keep saying wins. I keep seeing wins, and I feel like this isn't good. There's got to be a loss somewhere here. There's got to be a loss somewhere here. I'm actually going to say a loss at Arizona. I'm going to say it's a loss at Arizona, West Coast trip, let down from an emotional home game against the Bengals. I'm going to say it's a loss against Arizona.
Win.
Yeah, I'm going to win there.
I watched them win the Rasul Douglas game in person, and I don't know. After watching that, I don't think I will ever believe that the Packers can lose in that building.
Too many Packer fans.
Yeah, True North. That's exactly right. When does the next Call of Duty come out? That'll be the true picture of what's going on with the Cardinals. All right, the big one, Week 8 at the Steelers. The matchup of some of the worst fucking uniforms that's going to come out this year. I mean, I'll start with this one. They can't lose to Aaron Rodgers. They can't. I'm going to say this is a win on the road. Todd?
That's a win. Yeah.
This one's harder for me. A pissy Aaron Rodgers, like he might take the other 16 games off, and this is the only one like he cares about. I'm still gonna go win, but I think I'm definitely more on the fence than you two.
I was gonna say a win because Rodgers probably isn't going to be playing. Even if he's hurt,
right,
he is going to be so zooted out of his mind again.
Yeah,
like we're
all the Vikings
dilated Rodgers, and he's going to put on a show either way.
Yes.
But yeah, I just don't know that Pittsburgh's good enough.
Yeah. And also the Steelers are just always that like grimy team, and those are the ones that worry me the most when it comes to the Packers.
Yes, thank you.
Been better.
True North.
What I would love is a vintage Rodgers fourth quarter drive to take the lead, and then watching his defense just give it away.
Yes. True North. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my internet right now. Next week, Week 9, home against the Panthers. Jimmy.
Win. We can't lose on the new uniforms.
Win.
Yeah, I'll say win, even though it is in the god awful uniforms. Week 10, Monday night at home against the Eagles. I believe this is also another gold package game, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm reading
It is.
It is. Yep. This is the second gold package game.
Both of them in prime time.
Yep.
Against contenders.
Lost.
Who scheduled this?
Same. I'm going on the lost train. Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Week 11 against the Giants on the road. Todd, where do you go?
There's a chance we could see 3 different quarterbacks in that game that all play wildly different games, and it will be hilarious to watch all of them. I wish I could say confidently that this was a win, but then I remember that Tommy DeVito beat us.
Mm-hmm.
Still think it's a win, but that could be a wild one.
Honestly, Tommy DeVito not playing is what makes me give them a win in this game. If it was DeVito again, PTSD kicks in and I put it as a loss.
Yeah, exactly. Give me a win against the Tommy DeVito-less Giants. Second division game against the Vikings, Week 12.
First.
It's
That's
the second.
First.
It's the second division game.
Then who do we play in Week 18?
You guys are talking about different things.
I see what you're saying. You're right.
Thank you. But I appreciate you derailing us for 10 seconds.
15 seconds to your internet.
I will. Give me the win against the Vikings.
Yes, win.
I'm gonna say we split it with them, and I have this one as a loss.
All right. Thanksgiving on the road on Thursday against the Lions. Todd?
Third divisional matchup. I'm going to go win again on that one.
Jimmy?
Yep. Jordan Love gets his turkey leg, dude. That's another win.
I think we split it with the Lions. I think they lose on Thanksgiving this year. Follow that one up with another division game, the fourth division game against the Bears at home. They have to win against the Bears at home. No more fucking around with that. Win.
Yeah, Bears might have won the offseason, but they're definitely going to lose that one.
Yep, same. Win.
Week 15 at the Broncos. Todd, you want to start?
Can't take the Broncos lightly. That's a loss.
Dan, you go. I'm still debating.
No, fuck that. They're not going to take the Broncos lightly. I think they win this game. Fuck Sean Payton.
Yeah, you convinced me of that one. You were very confident. I'm going to go with Dan. I'll say win.
All right, at Chicago. I think that they actually do. I will say that they split 50-50 division this year, so I'll say they lose at Chicago because I do think the Bears are going to do something. I think they get better as the season goes on. I think give me the Bears. I'll say that they lose at the Bears.
Win. We're not losing to the Bears.
I'll go win on this one. I don't like it, but I'll go win. Fan bias kicking in.
Okay. Final home game of the season. The Ravens come to town. Jimmy?
I have a loss.
I had
Todd?
them sitting at a loss in my head. However, as I'm looking at this, I'm realizing I think I just went loss for everybody that's good. Except, I guess with the Commanders that came back around. I'm going to say win. I'm going to change this one from what I originally had, and that's a win against Baltimore.
Okay. I'm going to say I'm going to keep the streak alive. It's a loss against a good team, like the Ravens at home. On the road against the Vikings, last game of the season. You know what? Fuck it. I said that we were going to split it with everybody, but I'll say that they have to finish strong against the Vikings on the road to finish the season. I think they win on the road at the Vikings to finish the season. Todd?
I had that as a win. I'm going to switch it because I only have them with 3 losses at this time, which I think 3 losses probably locks them into the 1 seed. Yeah, they're gonna rest some guys. That one might be a loss.
Okay,
that's fair. I did not factor that in. I did a win since I was having them split it with the Vikings, so I did a win on this one.
So I've got 13-4.
All right. I didn't keep track of any of my. I didn't keep track of any of mine. I have like 4 losses, 5 losses,
something.
Matt?
I was 13-4 too.
Well, at least we're optimistic.
At least we're positive as hell over here.
I was at 11-6. Oh wow. Okay. That feel all right. I feel very
a little more realistic.
That is realistic. I feel realistic.
Yeah, I let my
11-6
fandom kick in. Horde.
I think 11-6 wins this division. You're a solid 2 or 3 seed.
Yeah.
You're set.
I would say 11-6 if they had Abiconda on the roster still. But
13-4 if they had Abinaconda. 13-4. That guarantees you at least 2 more wins with those kickoff returns.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
your love for him,
all right.
I don't understand.
I fell in love with the guy. He was my preseason crush, man. I can't help it.
Fair. I would have been upset if Malik Heath didn't make the team, so I get it. Which shocker. I thought he was out. I thought I picked a horrible camp crush, but somehow homeboy is just on his 9th life.
All right, we will that'll do it for us today. We'll be back next week to prepare us for the very first game, the 2025 Packers season. I personally will be in attendance. Jimmy, are you hoisting the children off on Des and making your way up?
I have plans in the works to try to see if I can convince her. Will that be likely after I just ditched her for like 4 days to go to Green Bay? No. I'm giving it about as much chance as Micah Parsons is on the Packers. So that's about my chances of getting to Lambeau week 1.
And Todd, I can ask you now because like are you in the area again now? Right?
Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin.
Are you gonna make your way up for week 1?
I might.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard back. I'm at the mercy of my buddy who has season tickets. So I'm actually at the mercy of his wife. If she decides that they want to go, then no, because I'm not going to pay above face value for tickets.
Yeah, tickets are stupid right now. I actually did the math. I could buy a round trip plane ticket, Detroit to Dallas, and buy a standing room only ticket to the Dallas Green Bay game, and it would all be cheaper than buying the cheapest ticket I can get for Packers Lions week 1.
Yeah, you should have did that. That sounds way cooler.
But it's standing room only in fucking Dallas. That sounds like, from everything I've heard, unless you're like right on the edge, I've heard that it's just fucking awful.
It'd be a great spot for Jimmy. He's an edgelord.
Yes. Yes.
Well, however week 1 ends up, if you are headed out to Green Bay for week 1, find me, find any of us that make our way out there. But we'll be back next Wednesday, right here, getting you ready for week 1. So make sure you're subscribed to get notified every time that we go live on the channel. For everybody in the chat that stopped in, made fun of me and my internet connection, which seems to be improving just in time for the end of the show. For producer Matt behind the scenes, for Todd, for Jimmy, bartender Dan saying cheers, and as always, go Pack Go.